Kevin's a very good producer. He's a very good, knowledgeable, technical producer, but we are difficult to work with. I mean, I have never worked with, I mean, I haven't worked with that many bands, but I know how I've worked with a fair number of musicians, and I know, in general, how people tend to work. Nobody works like we do. We are definitely a one-off. The way things get put together, all the funny little protocols and the little politics within the band, not in a bad way, this is just the way it works. I imagine it's kind of the same in the Rolling Stones. I imagine the Rolling Stones, it's not like working with anybody else. Frankly, I don't think we could work any other way. I mean, I do albums, obviously I've done solo albums and things, working with Roy and some great musicians. And you work in a more kind of traditional way, and Adrian's done records and works in a more traditional way. But we as a band need to get together and play in a big room and actually make a lot of noise and it's old school stuff. I mean, and when people say, you're kind of like, dinosaur rock. I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's like, and that's not a bad thing. How many dinosaurs are there left in the world? If you're going to be a dinosaur, you want to be a T-Rex, what do you feed a T-Rex? Anything it wants, dude, and it's kind of like that with being the producer of Iron Maiden, is you're part of the team, but you got to play by our rules, And there's a lot of producers I couldn't cope. Not that they're not incapable of doing stuff, but they would rapidly come up against a brick wall with some of our opinions and practices in studio,